Nintendo's new mini console, called the NES Classic, is an 80s-themed throwback for anyone who wants to play 30 of the best video games made for the original Nintendo Entertainment System. It packs in truckloads of mostly excellent classic games, including hits like Super Mario Bros. 3, The Legend of Zelda, and Castlevania. Overall, it's an impressively lightweight system that outputs significantly better software emulation compared to Nintendo's current offerings. The NES Classic Edition is available at a budget-friendly $59.99 US. But there is one catch. The decision to use wired controllers and not modify the iconic look of the NES makes the user-end experience slightly clunky. But there's still a lot to love about the NES Classic. It's a lovely little system, and right out of the box it renders classic games better than any other Nintendo system to date. The NES Classic offers 3 display modes, one that emulates the look of classic CRT TVs made in the 80s, one that presents the game in a 4:3 format, and Pixel Perfect mode, a slender yet more precise output method that maps the pixels in a 1:1 ratio on the screen. It looks much improved over the squashed, slightly faded look of the same games running on Nintendo's Wii U Virtual Console. Even with the better tech, each game keeps its original presentation quirks, so little things like the blank line on the left side of the screen in Super Mario Bros. 3, why is that there? Or the slowdown whenever too many enemies were on screen in Metroid is just the way you remember it.
Slow down.
Hitting the reset button on the console itself, mid-game, pops you out to the front-end menu, where you can change display options, load up another game, or save the state of the one you're playing in one of 4 slots, or play with a few other system features. But be careful, if you don't save the state of the game you're in, you could lose progress in a second.
No.
In terms of features, the NES Classic has a few nifty extras. There's an option to reduce screen burn-in and auto shutdown settings to protect your lovely TV. It supports 8 languages, and there's a demo screensaver mode that displays a funny tug-of-war on screen between Mario and Luigi if you leave the system idle. You can't look at the original manuals on the system itself, but you can check out fully scanned versions on your smartphone or tablet using this QR code when the system is released. This right here! All in all, the NES Classic Edition looks like a neat retro console experience, but the system comes up short in one area. In what appears to be a decision to keep costs low or appeal to the retro consumer by recreating the original NES wholesale, Nintendo decided to go with wired controller cords for the NES Classic controller. It appears to be an intentional part of the design too, because you have to hit the reset button so you can open the home menu. But in today's wireless tech world, it feels like an odd design choice. If you have a big TV or a home theater setup, your best bet is to consider picking up a long HDMI cord, just so you can keep the NES Classic within reach. Even if you need a longer HDMI to take full advantage of its features, the NES Classic looks like an excellent way to re-engage with 30 of the best games in video game history. Okay, more like 29 because no one likes ice climbers. Regardless, look forward to a full review here on IGN once the system is available later this year.